So that's continue on until we start it.
We're just back in
Yeah,
fire.
because we have to left it. You have to continue to clear the line. Because if you left it like this, after you continue burn the line.
Alright, no problem. We'll just continue running it up and I got it. My name is Mario Muschamp. I work for Tide as its terrestrial manager. And in that capacity, I'm responsible for Paynes Creek National Park and the Tide private lands. And based on our management plan, wildfires, or unwanted fires in this case, was our major threat, biggest threat. And that's actually what got me into fire. I realized that Tide alone can't deal with the kind of fire we're seeing around here. So I decided to see how we can form alliances or with other organizations and partners in the region that are facing similar issues with us with fires. Some of the things we noticed is that the area was getting annual fires and that was impeding pine regeneration. And so together we worked to exclude fires for some time. And now we are starting to see some regeneration being established. So we're going back to now putting in prescribed fires in those areas to protect some of those regeneration, so we can start to create an uneven age pine stand, which is what we really want within the pine savannas of this region.
They've been able to manage a number of the fires in the south. However, we've had an increased number of fires in central and northern Belize. I'm hoping that this training will enhance the skills of staff so that they can go back to their groups, to their organizations, and do fire management to avoid the number of fires in Belize.
A lot of natural places in Belize that depend on fire for the health of the land and the reproduction of forest trees. Unless Belizeans are able to manage that fire, the fire is going to come and it's going to be damaging. So opportunities like this for Belize to learn how to manage fire on its own terms, that's where the solutions are found. People doing good stuff.
You have one burn plan for your entire land management unit. One burn plan. Essentially saying, these are the goals I want to do, this is the objectives. Oh, so we don't have focus on
But you see what I'm saying? For me,
this last portion will be burned until the following day.
okay.
So right now we're going to put a little ignition test on this side to see how the fire is behaving.
And to thinning the pine regeneration.
the one fan that side and one fan this side also.
So two ani.
Or we start from this end also, so everybody fresh right now.
The holding crew will be positioned at every 30 meters apart, and the holding bus will be on the back. Once we reach here, we would continue burning to point B with one torch up so, while the vehicle will go from point C to D, burning at the same time.
RH is 53, wind speed is 2 to 4. The wind direction is from the east and we work with a lot of community farmers, and they do a lot of slash and burn during the dry season to get their corn going, and they have created a lot of wildfires in the past. So that's why my organization decided that we should take these trainings, you know, so that we could actually go out into our communities and educate our people that we have in our communities, you know. You know, we met all the objectives that we wanted in this. We wanted it to burn into all the shrubs and everything. The heat was right, the wind condition was right, so everything went according to plan. Fire fighting fire, that's the way, like what you say, no?
The pines is what we use in the country to build most of our homes from. So we need to have a good production of pines so that we can continue to, you know, build our houses and those kind of things. And actually the pines, they need the fire so that the seeds, when they fall, can touch ground and regenerate. And also the pines tied into one of our endangered species, our yellow-headed parrots. They also need the pines as a, you know, for nesting and also feed on the pine cones.
We are doing some prescribed burn out in the logging concession of my dad, and we're doing it so as to reduce a lot of the shrubs in the area and to protect some of the regions so that we can have future harvest trees.
I'm Tomas Gomez Singer, working a sustainable logging operation in the Deep River Forest Reserve. This is a family operation, you know. I got my sons and even my daughter is in it, you know. So, and we have to look how to take care of it. So we're trying to do the best we can. It's the area that has a lot of pine. If you prescribe burn it, it saves the pine. If you left the hunters to do it, they do it in the heat of the day, and they burn up everything. You know, it's a mess. What the prescribed burning will do is that in the future you'll be having much nicer, a lot more pine coming up. What we need to do now, that we are doing this quite a bit down here, is to invite other sawmillers, other people to see what is happening, see the benefits of what we are getting out of the prescribed burning.
My request and my advice at the present moment, if you guys wish to, I would think about going here and going here at the same time. But just that this guy has got to be ahead of this guy.
Andrew, bring 2 machete. Andrew, bring the machete. No problem, look there. Roger that.
When you in that role as the burn boss, it's hard because everybody doesn't see what you see.
Yeah.
So we have to trust each other, you know, as a team.
The different grass one, the tall one, the long.
Well, it's okay for my first time. For the beginning, I was kind of shy, but now I got a little more courage because the team are working together as one and are getting there.
If we understood the weather as we were going along, and it helps you start putting those two things together.
I would just say thanks to you guys to come away from the States to come down here and help us, because without you guys we cannot get headway, and it's through Rick that I started to be in this fire working group along with Mario, and I'm very proud of it.